luck, destiny, fate. They are the words which actually intrigue us, hold us back, work with us, work against us. Sometimes it makes us happy, sometimes it makes us sad, sometimes we feel frustrated, sometimes helpless. Many times we are not even sure why those things are there, and we keep on repeatedly saying those things. Luck, fate, destiny. All the choices we make, all the decisions we make, all the priorities we have their own levels of repercussions, reflections, a feeling, a sensation, and the vibration of that works through as a phase for the fate and destiny. It's quite important for us to understand that many a times we break down. A lot of times we break down and we find that things are not going as per our needs, our feelings, our understanding. And surely we look for a support of somebody else who will take care of us, who will hold us, who will tell us that okay, things will change, things will be better tomorrow, things can improvise, things will be good for you. But at that moment of time, we are totally broken. We find that all the hopes, all the hard work, all the priorities, all the sacrifices that were made is around us and it's not functioning for us the way it should be. It's quite crucial for us to understand that whatever we have now are the fragments we have picked up from those broken up pieces. Now, when we take up the broken up pieces from the ground, what are we doing? We are trying to hold back to a precious memory. It's part of us. Did it change us? No. We always think that a change would happen. No. We become something. Somebody in our life passes away. A student writing an exam and feels student is not able to achieve the goals he has desired. A person is not able to get the job he wants so desperately. He knows he is qualified for that. He is able for that. The company is right for him. The salary is perfect. Yet somehow the job goes to somebody else. Definitely it breaks a person. It changes him. It creates a new being in you. Transforms you. It's a process of evolution, change and transformation. Those people who are broken down and they are not ready to stand up, what would happen to them is a question. We say that fate has played a deadly thing, our destiny has created a scenario, but these are two different terms. Fate is something which we link to ourselves. Destiny is something which happens because of an action. It's quite happens, let's say a child is very happy, extremely happy that he attained the marks he really wanted to get, or a son gets a job and he comes back running into the house. The mother, in the hope that the child is going to get what he deserved, bakes a cake. She comes out with the cake without seeing the child coming to her. Child never realizing that the mother is having a cake in her hand. They collide. The cake falls down. The child stops. The mother looks. What happened? A crucial moment of time. The mother forgets what happened. The priority becomes the cake, which has fallen down. The fear comes, something wrong has happened. The happiness is lost in a moment of time. Why? Is it a fate that the cake has to fall down? Or a destiny that the cake has to fall down? No. So, what is happening? Fate is something crucial for us to understand. It's always emerging from the fear, and it arrives, fine tunes itself with the expectations. Because of the expectations of too many things happening, without realizing that the path created by the nature is quite separate, we jump into the conclusion that this is right and this is wrong. Another person is lucky, I am not. The person is lucky because he is at that moment of time and space in the place which he was destined to be in. While you were on a wrong place, on a wrong time, and on a wrong space. I'll tell you my example. There was a company I had tried. It was a media company I wanted to try and join. And it was just when I had finished up my graduation and finished up my masters, and they were looking for trainees. Though I had a 4-year experience, I went there in the hope that I would get the job. Somehow they rejected me. The same company, after 2 years, I joined in the middle management. The crucial aspect is not how or why. The crucial aspect is when are you there and how are you there. If you are there before time, it doesn't happen. If you are there after the time, it doesn't happen. Is your timing matching with the nature's timing is crucial for one to understand. We talk about free will, we talk about destiny, we talk about fate, and we keep on changing them. Our free will is made with choices, and the choices are biased by the conditions. We are conditioned. That is why we feel sad about it. When we have conditions, we have fear. We will try hard, literally try hard to achieve a certain goal in life. And then we find that the things have not worked out the way it should have worked. But something new has come about. Fate only emerges when the fear and attached condition is there. Destiny is the projection of that fear in the future. We always have ambitions to do a lot of courses, we have a lot of ambitions in life. It starts off from the education, goes up to the marriage. Then post the marriage, it goes up to the child. In all the cases, we are looking at what? Future. The present is lost. The present is always in the fear. Since it's in the fear, the projection always is of fear only, in the future too. When the projection is emerging from a conscious state of mind where my priorities are very clear to me, irrespective of the people around me, It does not require me to put a lot of hard work. It does not require me to put a lot of efforts. Reason is I put efforts because I fear. I put hard work because I fear. I work smartly when I'm aware, when I'm conscious, when my attention is clearly onto the point of non-attainment of it, yet cherishing every moment on the path. When I non-attain, that means it's not the attainment which matters to me. Attainment will come to me the moment I'm not attached to it. Till the time I'm attached to it, the fate plays. What we call as luck is the time and space and the consciousness are all in sync with the matter called the individual. With all the senses, his presence or her presence in that particular moment of time and space makes it happen. Now, a parent who always lived a life of fear, looking at a projection of the fear in the future, will always pass on the same fear back to the children. In the whole area, what will happen? The whole concept is about fear getting projected. A fear getting projected will only reveal a fear. Assuming the fact the fear is not, that fear which is getting projected in the future, the child is not attached to the fear. Then the child will be more aware. That is why you find that transformations happening from one parent to another. Sometimes you find the same child of the same parent will be quite different, will be much more lucky, what we say, and chance compared to the other child. Or the child itself might be able to attain a lot of goals and accolades, name and fame compared to the parents. The reason being the awareness. Now, where is the awareness coming from? The awareness is emerging from the core consciousness which is getting embedded. The fear factor which got embedded during the inception stage, one is aware, yet one is ready to take the action at that moment of time, allows the person to transform and change. It is the fear only that allows the person, even though having a very good attention, very good interest, not having the desire to act upon it. Another area is where the attention is not there, interest is based on fear, the desire is supreme, action is being taken. When the two pillars are not there of attention and interest, the core falls down, breaks down, shatters. It's up to the individual to pick up the pieces. What kind of pieces the person is picking up transform the individual. Rather than changing the person, it makes the person become the person for that moment of time and space. It is quite relevant. We always fear in future. The mothers think about their children, the parents, the fathers also look for their children. Now, in all these aspects, we are forgetting the child also has an expectation. A fear getting projected, superimposed on the ambitions and desires and free will of the individual child will also create a sense of fear, which again works on the fate, emerging as a destiny. When the whole concept of fear is dropped, the fate vanishes. Destiny transforms into a reality. Something which is virtual yet creating fear gets transformed into a reality one can touch and feel through the senses. So one has to be ready for it. The change will happen in the moment of time when one is ready for that time in the perfect state of space and consciousness. It's categorically known that one cannot understand and relate to energy, matter, or consciousness without awareness. The fate emerges from the ignorance of it. Destiny becomes the projection of that. The fate transforms into luck when the awareness is supreme and the conscious is connected, which creates a destiny for the individual.